Hi, hello. I'm Dr.K.Poongothai. Now we are going to discuss about the topic decision making in modern business management. Decision making is a process of making a choice by identifying a decision, gathering information, and assessing an alternative resolution. So, decision making is the core of planning. Decision making is essentials of management. Decision making is a part of planning, and the success of planning depends upon the sound decision making. It is a human process. Decision making is a mental process. It is a process of selection of one of the best alternative course of action. Decision making may be viewed as a process by which the person chooses a course of action from among alternatives to achieve a desired goal. It is a process of selection of a particular course of action with the chooser considered to be the best in the best circumstance. The definition of decision making is it is the selecting of an alternative from two or more alternatives, determining an opinion of course of action. A decision is the simplest form of selection of alternatives is known as decision making. And the importance of decision makings are characteristics of decision making. Decision making is an end process. It is a selective process. It is a choice of the best sources among an alternatives. It is a dynamic process. Decision making relates to the end. It is based on rational thinking. Overall, the decision making is an internal end of the process, and also it is a alternative choice of action, and it is fully of human mental process over here. So mental thinking of a human, and it is a human process over here. Next, we are having decision making process. Here we are having a 6 steps in decision making process. But before going in making a decision, we have to follow the following steps, and then we have to make a decision over here. The first one is defining of problem. Defining of problem is a first step in decision making. Defining of a problem is a most instant, is a time consuming task, but is a time well spent for the person steps into defining the problem. First, we have to define the step of the problem. Next step it analysis of problem. The second step analysis of problem. In this analysis of problem, the manager proceeds to analyze the problem. The first steps involves a collection and classification as a fact as a possible. Here we have to collect the data and we have to analyze over here. The next step is developing and evaluation of alternatives. Here we are developing and evaluating an alternative. The developing of alternative is an important thing. Selection from the among the alternatives. The process of finding alternative solution is to make the best decision. A manager should identify the limited factors, a clear recognition factors, etc. Here we are having three things important in that. First one is experience, second one is an experimental, and third one is a research and analysis over here. This will take part in an evaluation of alternative. The fourth step is deciding the best course of action. After evaluating the various selections, the manager should decide the best alternative in deciding the best course of action. It includes manager has takes into an account economic risks, limitations, and resources feasibility of its implementation. And the fifth step is implementation of decision. After selecting a best course of action, we have to make that action into an implement. Then only we will get an good solution over there. So the process comes to the end with the choice of an alternative through then objectives can be achieved. After that, we have to make an implementation of our decision. The next step is that follow up. The implementation of decision should be constantly monitored, and it cannot be sent for the it cannot be sent for action, then it will make a decision making process over here. This decision making process, first we have to make a specific objective, then we have to find out a defined problem, and then we have to search for an alternative, giving an evaluation for an alternative. After that, we have to make a choice of alternative. After getting a choice of alternative, it comes to a result over here. These are all the decision making process. Before the concept and elements of decision makings are concept of the best decision, next one environment of decision, psychological element, timing of decision, communication decision is an most important, and participation of employee is also takes part while going into an decision making. Thank you.